As far as boxing goes, there's been a lot of talk about the Olympics allowing transformers to participate in a female sport in women's boxing. And I've been asked a few times on this subject, what do I feel about the subject? And I was talking to a few people in my group, and I was like, although I don't think it's right, I think it's fair, and I don't see nothing wrong with it. They were kind of looking at me sideways and kind of drawn back by what I said. And I was saying simply, I don't want to throw away the right of somebody wanting to do something. And I say that because at the same time, they brought up Claressa Shields. And we got on this conversation because of Claressa Shields. And I say, well, although, people may have backlash about transformers competing against women in the Olympics, it's female boxers like Claressa Shields that has made it so. So that's why I say I may not agree with it, but I think it's fair game and I don't have no problem with it. Just like I said in the beginning, and it, irritated some people, but I was standing firm on that. I like Claressa Shields, but I didn't like the gender war that she was trying to bring to boxing that didn't actually exist. And in that process, a lot of times Claressa Shields would often talk about how she could beat up a man. I've heard her say she could beat up Floyd Mayweather. I heard her say she could beat up Triple G. I heard her say that she could beat up Canelo Alvarez. I even heard her say that she could beat up Keith Thurman. And she's been dead stone cold serious about this. She's been very adamant about fighting a man or being better than a man or putting men on their backs in sparring. That's one of the things that she loves to talk about, which is something that I actually don't like about her because all her fans and her support come from males. So I never understood the attack or trying to put up a gender war between males and females in boxing when boxing has enough problems as it is. Well, Claressa Shields is now being called out by some of the people that support her, while she is still suggesting that she wants to fight a man. And a lot of people are calling her out because they're saying that, how could you say that you want to fight a man when just not too long ago you said you had a problems with transformers compete with female boxers?
The Olympics definitely dropped the ball, and listen, I don't have anything against transgender women or transgender men. All I'm saying is that men should fight against men, women should fight against women, and transgenders should fight against transgenders. That is how I feel. I will stand with that. I'm not homophobic or anything like that or against the gay community, but that's not right.
Now that's Claressa Shields saying that she doesn't like the idea of men fighting women. Yet, when you look back on all the things that she has said, and plenty of people have done videos about it, that's all she's ever really talked about is being better than a man or beating a man. So in one instance, she's talking about she wants to fight a man. And then in another instance, she says it's unfair for a man to fight a woman. So a lot of people are asking, what is Claressa Shields' angle then? And I would say this, if you ask me, Claressa Shields has been clout chasing men boxers. There's nothing more and there's nothing else. She clearly has a jealousy for the attention and the money that men make in men's boxing. She want to be regarded and looked at or be respected or be paid in the same light. Now, some of that I have no problem with, but you can't compare yourself to a crop of athletes whose divisions is way more deeper and it's way more difficult for them to become champions. And there's a market. People actually want to see them fight. You know what I'm saying? This could be like the WNBA, and the WNBA hasn't made $1 a profit since it opened. It's being upheld by the NBA, so they're not making no money. So that means they're putting on a sport just to appease people. It could be like that. The point is, if you want the money, the eyes have to be there for the sport. And since it's so women this and women that, I think women should come out in droves to support Claressa Shields, but women don't watch boxing. Men do. The same men that she's talking about she's better than and that she wants to beat. The same men that she's talking about it's not fair to compete against women. But as of this tweet, what is this, today or yesterday, she just put out again, she wants to compete against a man. And now those people that are supporting are coming back to me and they saying, you know what, I see what you're talking about now. And I said, it has always been there. You know, hers is just jealousy of men's position in boxing. Because the truth is, Claressa Shields has reached her limit as far as female boxing, as what she can do and what she can earn. She's going to have to put on spectacle fights. That's why she started going over to MMA, which is good. But that's why I said I believe it's fair game for transformers to compete, because people like Claressa Shields saying women can fight men. And I don't want to take away anybody's right to do something that they feel that they can do. So therefore it's okay. But don't beg and scream to be treated as an equal, or say that you could do something that a man could do, and then the second you get in there with a man, you realize you're not on the same playing field and you want to backpedal. No, you never should have jumped in that lane in the first place, because it wasn't your lane to drive in, but you constantly swerving over there. So I would say, since that's something that she always want to promote, and she always wants to fight a guy, and she wants a big payday, I got an idea. Why don't we do Claressa Shields versus Jake Paul? Jake Paul ain't fought no real boxer. He ain't fight nobody real. You know what I'm saying? Claressa Shields wants to fight a dude, and you know what I'm saying, she wants a payday. You know, people will watch it. It is a spectacle. So I think that's a perfect match right there. You know what I'm saying? Claressa Shields versus Jake Paul right after Mike Tyson. And therefore everybody gets what they want. But it is stuff like this and the things like what Claressa Shields said that has terraformed the whole boxing climate for transformers to get in there with women and compete, because Claressa Shields has been one of the main advocates that women can compete with men. Now tell me I lied about any of that. So therefore, transformers should be able to compete, because Claressa Shields, being a professional boxer, a 2-time gold medalist, says that she can compete with men if just given the opportunity. Yes, I know she also said that men should not compete against females, but if that is the case, then as a female boxer, she has no business keeping a male boxer's name in her mouth. Just saying though, that don't make sense? Or is that too much like right?